Welcome again. This is In Focus. Now, Sierra Leone was torn apart by 11 years of civil war. Beginning in 1991, the rebel group Revolutionary United Front launched a violent campaign to control the country's diamond fields. The rebels attacked civilians with machetes and axes. VOA's Deborah tells us about a young girl who managed to overcome a tragic experience to follow her dreams.
On the right arm and hand, perfect nails. On the other, only a memory of what once was there. But Deborah Karoma doesn't dwell on the past. Cooking is one of her passions. Days before her high school graduation, she is enjoying making a salad in her cooking class. She uses special prosthetic tools.
I just find it really cool how you can make something really good and tasty that people will love. And I love to eat.
Teacher Craig Sherman helped her get the cooking tools, which were donated by a nonprofit foundation. He says Deborah is one of the best students he's ever had.
I thought she had a disability, and clearly she did not. She's been phenomenal. She can work as fast as someone with two hands.
Her classmates agree, saying she is very helpful.
She's just a good person all around. She cares.
She's there to help you, and if you don't know something, she's there to assist you.
Growing up during Sierra Leone's civil war, Deborah recalls the day in 1997 when rebels attacked her village, demanding money from her mother, who said she didn't have any. The leader of the group said Deborah would be used as an example of what would happen if people didn't give them what they wanted.
They chopped my arm off, and then after that they did the same, my left arm off, and then after that they did the same with my mother. And then after that, they did the same with several other villages that were also there on that day.
Deborah says it took 3 days for her family to get to a hospital. After that, she spent several years traveling from one refugee camp to another, seeking help from people in nearby cities.
My mom and I during the day would go out into the city, to beg for money or for food.
While mother and daughter were in a camp for amputees, Deborah was given an opportunity in 2000 to come to the United States to be fitted for a prosthetic arm. She was afraid to go back to Sierra Leone. When her story became known, Sar Pombor and his wife Josephine stepped forward to become her guardians in Alexandria, Virginia.
I couldn't imagine how much pain she suffered. It just tore me apart.
The newlywed Sierra Leonean couple who had come to the U.S. to flee conflict in their country suddenly found themselves with their first child. They would later have 3 daughters of their own. Josephine Pombor says her sister gave her advice on how to help Deborah adjust.
Just grab the hand and kiss it. Just tell her you love her. And I did that a lot. And as she grew older, I began to notice that she was more confident in herself.
Deborah says she is not bitter about the loss of her hand.
Even though I have one hand, even though I have a pretty rough background, that I'm not going to let it stop me from doing what I want to do.
Last April, Deborah went back to Sierra Leone for the first time since leaving for the United States. She met with other amputees and spoke to students about never giving up. She also reunited with her mother and other family members.
I felt at home. I felt like I've been with them for, forever, even though I haven't seen them in almost 11 years.
Deborah is going to college in a few months and hopes to study international development. Sierra Leone, she says, is still rebuilding from war. Her goal is to help build a hospital for women and children in the country.
I'm really passionate about helping out other people, and because I guess you can say it's a way of giving back, because a lot of people have helped me out along the way.
Deborah, VOA News, Alexandria, Virginia.
Wow, that's very inspiring. But to see this young lady, despite of all that, she still is able to, have a meaningful life.
We're talking about this earlier, Makori, how imagine she had to come to the U.S. to get a prosthetic.
Yeah.
Now imagine all those other ones who were there without that kind of aid, and they can't do half of what she's doing. But her life has changed, and the good thing is she's trying to change people's lives too. Those who are in the same predicament.
And we hope
it's
many
amazing
more
how it
can
works.
get the opportunities. And that's our show for today. Be sure to watch In Focus on our website at voaafrica.com.
And as always, for more news, please tune into VOA's evening radio show, Africa News Tonight at 1600 and 1800 UTC, and in the mornings to Daybreak Africa between 0300 and 0600 UTC, Monday through Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Good night from all of us here in Washington.
Good night.